So first things first, you're going to need a template. You're going to need some design elements created. You could be working on a postcard, okay, so a little bit more complex, but you could also be doing something simple like an envelope, and you just want to have that hand-addressed look along with maybe some doodles on the envelope. So one strategy that we'll use is to take a long version of our offer, maybe a sales letter from our website or a sales letter that we've been using as a mailer, and now we just want to switch things up a bit. So we're going to trim that down to make a matching postcard, taking only certain details, important benefits, hints to a story, and we'll condense our message down to bite-sized benefit bombs that point to the website where the prospect will find more details to the offer. One thing that I want you to keep in mind, though, as you're doing all of this designing, and this will come easier as you do it more. It's more of a design tip. Think about what variable data you're going to be using, and make sure that if the length of that variable data is going to change, dramatically, you have to allow for that in your design. For example, the Pearl that you see here, personalized URL. It's got a domain name, and then the prospect's name gets added to that afterwards. So I've had to make sure that when a long name is used, because Jack Romer, that's pretty short, right? When a long name is used, it needs to still fit fine as far as other text, other design elements, the edge of the postcard or envelope, whatever you're doing. So you have to take that kind of stuff into account. You need to make sure that it doesn't interfere with any of those other elements. So basically what we did, let me switch over to our sales letter. We took the headline from our copy here and we brought it over, just added a little bit of color, changed the font. Now, our sales letter was a campaign geared towards heterosexual men, okay? But what we wanted to do was see if a postcard would pull well for both genders, and then we'd just go ahead and edit the lander on our website to make it a little more gender neutral. Now, you don't have a lot of space with postcards. You're probably not going to have a chance to tell a big, long story. Instead, what you want to look at are the strongest benefits. Look at your subheads. Look at your bullet points. Try to pick some of those and make them flow nicely with each other. You still need some of the key points that we discussed in our copywriting module, okay? You need a headline. You need a call to action. The body, though, is going to be much smaller. In this case, my deck copy is, but don't want to get burned again. It connects the headline to these bullet points. Now, I've got a handwritten note here that really, in a nutshell, summarizes the offer itself. Use this code and get your first month free. Nothing on here about price. Don't need it. What I'm trying to sell them on is use this code and get a month for free. Now, you can take two different routes. Again, this is designer tips, okay? Two different routes. You can use the images and the colors from your lander. So you're making the postcard coordinate well with the site, making it match up, okay? Or you could make a totally different looking postcard. It just depends on, if you want to do some branding or what sort of image you want to portray to your prospects. Now, I can't even begin to tell you, about design. I'm not the world's best designer by far. That's definitely the case, okay? Believe it or not, though, we do most of our own design work because it's not like you have to give them an award-winning design to pull. If you've got the right list and you specified your demographics, you've got a good offer, and your copywriting is decent, you don't need an amazing design. So there is nothing on this postcard right here that is difficult. I put 2 green strips on a white piece of paper. I put a picture of a pretty lady and picked some fonts out and colored. That's it. There's not a lot to this. So you can do it. We've seen very simple, even text-only designs that actually pull well. Maybe a colored postcard and some big words in text. Sometimes stuff like that works. If you get stuck, You can always have a graphics designer come up with your postcard template, and then you can just go in and do what I'm about to show you. So if you have a graphics designer do work for you and have them design a postcard, for example, you're going to make sure that they give you the PSD, the Photoshop raw file, the native format, so that you can go in, and those of you that know Photoshop, you can see we've got layers, lots of layers in this design, and if you can manipulate those layers, if you have the PSD file, you can take that nice designed postcard template that the designer did for you, and you can still add variable data to it. So look at your main sales copy, strip out the most important benefits. Look at the headline, the call to action. Look at the PS section if you have one. Think of some layout ideas that relate to your niche. Grab a simple picture. Word to the wise. If you're not using pictures that you took yourself, you need to buy a license to use royalty-free stock photos. I got this one off of istockphoto.com, I think. You pay a flat rate. You can use the image in your marketing, okay, legally. So you want to do that. Once you have your template designed, you'll get a list ready, and you'll connect that list to your template. So if you're ready, we're going to go ahead and get started in the next video. Grab a snack, come back, put your seatbelt on, because this is going to be a killer ride.